Hello everyone, this is Chris Joyner with CJBBQ and more. I plan to do my first cook of 2020. Going to do a test cook at my house, and I found a butcher, Frontier Meats, here in Waxhaw, North Carolina, and I just got some outstanding meat, and I'm going to share it with you a little bit later and let you know what I'm going to be doing. But I plan to do a cook this tomorrow, so I'm going to go home and get it all prepped up and ready to go. So just wanted to let you know where I got it from. Anytime you want to get some awesome meat, you come to Frontier Meats, and you'll get hooked up. I just came back from a butcher, Frontier Meats in Waxhaw, North Carolina, and I bought about 5 pounds of smoked turkey necks. These are 2 slabs of ribs for $24.56, and I got 2 slabs of beef ribs. One slab was $18.16, and the other slab was $22.35. Price per pound was like $4.09. And y'all, look at these gigantic turkey legs. They are all over 2 pounds a piece. Man, I'm going to do a test cook this weekend, and man, this is exactly what I want. I'll never go to the grocery store again. I'll keep you posted. All right, my Q peeps. What I have in front of you are 2 slabs of beef ribs in the back, 2 slabs of pork ribs in the front, 4 jumbo turkey legs, and about 30 Chris's crack wings. I've got them all seasoned, prepped, and ready to go to the grill. I had them in the refrigerator marinating overnight, and now I'm just trying to let them sit out and let the seasoning set and adhere to the meat and kind of bring it down to room temperature, or just bring the temperature up a little bit. So I'll put these on the grill and I'll be right back. All right, Q peeps, I got all the meat on. We're gonna walk out here and take a look at it and give you a shot of it. That's my little barrel grill I had made about 3 years ago. I absolutely love it. But let's take a look and see what we got. As you can see, I got the 4 gigantic turkey legs smoking. I got the 2 racks of beef ribs, and I got my 2 racks of pork ribs, and I got it set on indirect heat. I got the lump coal and wood on this side, and we're just gonna take our time and smoke it today. The pork ribs will probably be done before anything, but the beef ribs will probably take the longest. So I'm just gonna watch these turkey legs. I got the real big ones because this is what I want to put on my menu for my barbecue catering business, but I wanted to do a test cook to see how long the bigger legs would take to cook, what temperature I'm comfortable at. So really all of this is a test run on different things I'm trying on my meat before I decided to put it on my menu. So everything that I put on my menu, I always test it out. I do 2 test runs, and then I give the food to people that I don't know, or either I trust, that will give me good feedback. So they'll tell me what might be missing or whatever. And one important thing that I like to share with people is that the way that I cook barbecue is the way that I like it. I know that there are many techniques and everything out there, and to me there's no necessarily wrong way to do that. And I try to be very careful when I'm having a conversation about cooking. I don't want people to think that I'm trying to tell them what to do, and I hate when people tell me that. And I notice on the some of the barbecue sites on Facebook that I'm on, a lot of people volunteer their opinion when no one asks. And I'm not trying to be mean, but I just think you need to be careful of that. Some people like their food cooked a certain way. And the way that I do my business is completely focused on what I like. I cook all of my food the way I like it. If you like it, you'll buy it. If not, then it's okay. You'll never hear me say my food is the absolute best. I'd rather somebody else say that. But I can cook. That's the only thing you'll hear me say, that I can cook. I just think that's important. It's just a matter of respect. I love going on the barbecue websites, talking about food and looking at different techniques, and that's how you learn. But I never tear someone else down to build myself up. I just don't believe in that. So we got the meat on. It's about 11:45 a.m. on Saturday. And not in any rush, so I'm not even going to say how long it's going to take. But we'll just take it from there. Hello everyone. Just coming back out to check the meat I had on the grill. It's been on the grill now for about 4 hours. It's kind of windy out here too. But we got it rolling around about 250 degrees. Been going pretty good. Let's see what we got. Oh man, the color on this bad boy is awesome. I've rotated the meat a little bit, but it's doing exactly what I needed to do. Beef ribs are starting to draw back. See those draw back on the bone's starting to stick out. I got an excellent color on everything. My smoked turkey legs are just wonderful, doing great. So I'm very pleased. I still got my indirect heat going. So we're looking pretty good. All right, Q peeps. I have taken all the meat off, brought it inside, and wrapped them. The ribs probably I just need to leave them on here for about another hour, and then I'll take them off and sauce them, and they'll be good. I'm just trying to get them a little more tender. But the beef ribs, the pork ribs, I should say, the pork ribs should be done probably about another hour. Then I'll take them off, sauce them, put it back on the grill for the sauce to set. The beef ribs and the turkey legs, I'm going to leave on there until they're tender, maybe about an hour and a half, maybe another 2 hours, just so I can get them nice and tender. But I got the color on them that I want, I got the crust on them that I want, and this should be able to bring them home after that. I'll go ahead and put the wings on after that. I still have to put the wings on, but I'll do that last. That won't take that long, maybe about an hour and 20 minutes to kind of get the wings where I need them to be. But we're almost home. Just want to show you where we're at right now. I'll keep you posted. All right, Q peeps, I'm taking things off one at a time, but I've already taken the ribs, I got them unwrapped, and I sauced them down. They're on the grill for the sauce to stick, but here is the final product. Look at that color. One is kind of short because my wife and daughter came downstairs to try it, and so it looks a little short, but here we go with the final product. I'm very pleased with that. The only thing I got left on now are the beef ribs. I'm going to take those off in about 30 minutes. And I finally put my wings on. They're not quite ready, but they sure look good. All right, everyone, I've gotten the turkey legs off. I normally don't wrap my turkey legs, but when I cooked the turkey legs in the past, they were nowhere near as big as this. So I wanted to make sure that they were good and tender. I only wrapped them and put them back on the grill for about 45 minutes just to make sure the moisture was in there and they stayed tender. And when I took them off, they just turned out wonderful. If you can look to see how I'm barely working that fork through there. If you can see some of the steam coming out of that bad boy. That bad boy is so tender. Excuse me 1 second while I clean this fork here. Oh my God. All I can say is Jesus. All right, Q peeps. The beef ribs are done. I've unwrapped them and I've sliced them so you can see it. You see that great smoke ring on them. They're nice, juicy, and tender. So I'm very pleased with them. I think I'm pretty much done. with everything. I've shown you pictures of everything. Unfortunately, the wings took a turn for the worse. While I had them on the grill, I got on the phone and started talking to somebody I hadn't spoken to in a while. Next thing I know, I went back to the grill, and let's just say the wings turned out not good. But I believe this beef brisket and these beautiful ribs, these baked beans, and these Titanic turkey drumsticks makes up for all of that. Overall, I'm pleased with the cook. Signing off. Later, Q peeps.
Fire.